It's the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the LSU Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Handoff to the right side. Picks up the force, looking for more. They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run it. I mean, they've been doing that forever. Going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. Of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Throwing off play action. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play. A little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive. Getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Looking right. This one caught. That's enough to move the sticks and give them a first down at the 41.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down. Early in the game, a chance to get them off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Great job here by this defense on the wide receiver screen. All that receiver's looking for is just a small little seam to be able to get vertical and show what kind of speed he has. The defense did not let him get started. That's good hustle and a nice play.
Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up fourth down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
That's a missed missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
The 56-yard missed field goal. The offense will set up at the 39. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Receivers are bunched together. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a quick grab. Good enough for first down yardage.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, give him the ball.
Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. In an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
The Nittany Lions trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Finds an open target on the left side. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. He rallied the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line.
Touchdown, Penn State, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Important second down play coming up. Using his legs. It's Turner. Tackle made it at 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan it's much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. We reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Touchdown, LSU. As they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. Can he make it? Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Who's going to score? That is an unforgettable moment to that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Grab down the middle. It's Watkins. The tackle is made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Gain on the first play, moves it to the 43. It'll be first down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Running back has it on a screen now. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback,
it's complete. That's enough for a first down. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
And there's the handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up the first down.
It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. Offense set up. This is play number 10 in this series. It's a shotgun run call. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. They cap the drive with 6 points. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Fire to the right side, complete. Excellent catch and run by the sophomore. Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. Inside give now from the shotgun. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The receiver makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And the Nittany Lions with 1st and 10 here. It's a quarterback keeper. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Jackson. They finally get him, but a big gain moves the ball to the 10.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Penn State.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. Quick throw, complete to the tight end. And he'll run out of bounds, picking up 3 yards on the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Let's it fly to the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. Tackled after the interception. That would be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. On the run here, lets it go. Pulls it in. It tags. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Wideout's now clustered. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
After the incompletion, second down now from the 35. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On the move now. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for the wideout. He's wide open. Look out. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They
just trucks through the defender. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. He hands it off from the gun.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Breaks free. Scoops out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Powering through. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Brought down. The completion moves the ball down to the 4.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming third down call.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They're going to throw for it on third and short. On fourth down, a short toss to the running back. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that third down play. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. That kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off. One down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
On the run, it's Turner. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Brought down to the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Looking to pass this time. The pass rush closing in. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. He'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to 39.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Grab behind the line. It's Turner. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Dropping back. It's Van Buren. The sure hands. It's Powell. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Moves out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Wide open downfield. That play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Looking to throw again. Escaping the pressure, moving right. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So second down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. The kicker has good range, but this one is from 58 yards out. And he's got it, no problem.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Gets made on the out route. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So incomplete pass on second down sets up a third and inches. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking to scramble. Receiver makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quick throw to the left. And it's intercepted. A crushing play.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Play action here on first down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the fourth quarter, trying to come back to win this game, and the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. Quick throw to the left side. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving, but there's still a lot of work here on third down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands, let him work his magic.
Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Third down play here out of the shotgun. Takes a hit, but lets it fly. Picked off, a crucial turnover. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. It begins from the 33. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. It comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
was just a really heads-up play by this receiver. Yeah, he maybe could have fought to get the first down, but I love the fact he got out of bounds. You save your timeouts, you stop the clock, the offense has a chance to regroup, and
cannot get the throw out. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
All right, serious drama here. The semifinal game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? Nice grab. It's Watkins. Breaks free with room to run. Here he goes. At the 20. Past the... and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, how about that execution? Great throw by the quarterback. The receiver does his job and then takes it into the end zone. And now we've got an interesting situation here. Late in the game in a playoff, do you kick the extra point to tie this up, or do you go for two to potentially take the lead?
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. We've got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. First down. We're going to throw the football. It's an outbound. The catch made. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Second down, we're going to throw it. On the move now. He breaks free. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. We'll see what the play call is as the offense begins its final drive. They look to throw it here on second down. He escapes the pocket. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. He make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
Well, Chris, this is what we see all the time now in the modern game of college football. The quarterback's ability to not only throw the football, but the athletic ability to be able to create, get outside, put pressure on the defense, because he could take off and run it. And in this case, he makes a great throw for a first down.
And the defense will spend a timeout here. Stop on the clock with 21 seconds remaining. Takes the handoff. It's Hayes. The Sock were able to bring him down quickly. And Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Now a timeout is called with just 10 seconds left to play. Big moment here in this playoff game. Third and short in the 7th play of the drive. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
What a job by this offense to get this go-ahead score with such little time left. I loved how they managed the clock, managed the situation. They score, and now you give your opponent such little time to have a chance to come back and tie this game up.
This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. Tackle made out of the 46. Return team does an excellent job there. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. Looking to throw. It's Van Buren. Pressure is coming. Hit as he throws it deep. And it falls incomplete. The final play of the game as time runs out. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting and bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the national championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.